I'm Andrew, and we're in the home of Tony Huber, who's the maker of Uber amps, and we're going to be taking a look at the Uber Lighthead. It's an 18-watt amp, and it's got two EL84s, two 12AX7s, and a 5 AR4 tube rectifier. It's got bass, middle, treble, and volume control, and gain, along with a variable watt or output control. It's a super responsive amp. It really lets the tone of the guitar, or whatever instrument you plugged into the amp, really shine through, and it's really sensitive to your pick attack and to the volume control on the guitar. It also takes pedals really well. Pretty much whatever you put in front of it's going to sound pretty good. And the tone controls are passive, so again, it being passive, the instrument that you put into it, it's going to sound like the instrument's natural tone, and then you can sculpt it from there, depending on the initial tone of your guitar. So basically we'll run through a few things here. This is a road-worn Tele, and I've got a Bud's guitar purebred pickup in the bridge. And it's a pretty bright sounding guitar, and later on I'll be plugging in a few different instruments to get a different sound from the guitar, so you can hear what the amp can do. Alright, here's the guitar at full volume, or I should say full output. And what we'll do is we'll turn down the wattage to half. We're not going to alter the recording at all in any way, so you'll hear a significant volume drop the lower that we turn down the wattage knob. So that's about half, and already it's quite a bit lower. And that's almost all the way down. And this is all the way down. It's very quiet. So this amp being 18 watts on its own isn't very loud, but it's loud enough to keep up with the band. And with the variable wattage control, it will make your neighbors happy, and then you can turn down, have a cranked up amp sound, but at a volume that isn't going to blow out your ears or your neighbors. So it's pretty versatile that way. Alright, now we'll demonstrate the pick attack and responsiveness of the amp to your guitar and the volume. So what I'll do is I'll just roll up the volume here a little bit. It's pretty clean. I'll roll it up a little more. Roll it up some more. I'll dig into it too, so it'll get the amp to break up even more. The amp's so responsive that you can almost keep it up full and just pick really light, and it'll stay relatively clean. The guitar I'm plugged into is a Gibson Les Paul faded double cutaway, and it's got a Lawler mini humbucker in the bridge. I've adjusted the controls a little bit to suit the guitar. Got the volume up full, gains at about halfway. The watts is full up. So what we're doing is really pushing the power tubes to get some power tube distortion. This guitar sounds pretty good, even though the strings are really dead on this thing, but you can hear it here. Now I'm going to run the guitar through a Kili modified TS-808 Ibanez Tube Screamer, and you can hear how the amp takes pedals. I've turned down the gain and the volume a bit for a little bit of a cleaner tone, so this is, I'll play the guitar first without the effect, without the pedal on, and then I'll kick in the overdrive. So this amp doesn't have any reverb, but because it takes pedals well, I happen to have a Holy Grail reverb, and I'm going to plug that in front here, and you can hear what that sounds like. So that's the Uber amp. You can see more of the amp and read more about it at uberamps.com. I'm Andrew, broadcasting from Tony Huber's. Good night.